It is I, John O'Regan, the uncommon voice for the common man, coming to you today live from Shadyside, Ohio, where I have just 4 words for his mightiness. Big Daddy Obama, the man who is not a Muslim, in his obvious, ludicrous comments when it comes to the Trayvon Martin shooting. And those 4 words are this: shut the hell up! Shut up! Nobody wants to hear what you have to say about this damn tragic shooting in Florida. Nobody. And even with that considered, that you have to get up there and make a racially insensitive remark like this in a scene of a great tragedy like this is just reprehensible. In fact, I heard that word on the Sunday political talk shows yesterday. A guy, a senior White House advisor by the name of David Upfill with nothing but Obama-loving pluff, had this to say about Newt Gingrich's comments about Big Daddy Obama's comments. Now remember, Newt Gingrich came up and stepped up to the microphone and said what Obama's comments were disgraceful, because Obama said this: if he had a son, he would look like Trayvon. That's right, Trayvon. In other words, he would be black. And he also went on to say that we need to do a little bit of soul searching onto what happened in this crime. In other words, what Big Daddy Obama is implying, of course, is that this thing was racially motivated, and that Trayvon Martin was gunned down because of the white man obviously picking on the black man once again. And Newt Gingrich thought that was disgusting. And by God, I think it's disgusting too. Newt Gingrich actually was the one Republican candidate that stood up and said the right thing about this tragic incident. But apparently David Umfield, with nothing but Obama-loving fluff, thought that Newt Gingrich's comments about Obama's comments was reprehensible. Well, the whole damn thing is reprehensible, especially Obama's comments. In other words, Obama says that this thing is a tragedy because a black man was shot by and killed by a white man. And of course, the hypocrisy of this thing is just absolutely astounding, especially considering, in fact, I've seen a picture of this alleged shooter, George Zimmerman. If this guy is a white guy, then my name is Geraldo Rivera. Because I'm telling you this right now, when I first saw George Zimmerman, I thought I was looking at Khalid Sheikh Mohammed, the mastermind of the 9/11 attacks. My God, that guy isn't white. He looks like Hispanic. But of course, we don't want to say that he's a Hispanic, because that would mean that a Hispanic shot a black guy. And God, there's 2 of Obama's main voting blocks right there. It's absolutely astounding to hear the hypocrisy from their side. Just a couple days ago, a poor guy at the Mississippi State University, a guy was gunned down, shot. John Sanderson was his name. John Sanderson at Mississippi State University was shot and killed with 3 black suspects who fled the campus in a Crown Victoria. And they are the persons of interest in this shooting. Now, if this John Sanderson was a son of mine, he'd look just like me, wouldn't he? But because he was gunned down by black people, well, there's no outrage from the Obama administration with this. There's no Justice Department investigation. But with that being said, I am going to point out the most blatant hypocrisy of the Obama administration and all you damn left-wing wackos. And I hope you're listening, and I hope you're listening closely. Now, you explain to me how it is that the members of the new Black Panther Party can put a $10,000 bounty on the head of this Zimmerman without any outcry at all from the Obama administration, the Justice Department, or any responsible federal authority. This is clearly a violation of Zimmerman's 8th Amendment rights. You can't do that in this country. You cannot offer a bounty on an American citizen for any reason whatsoever, especially when it comes to killing this man. This is clearly a violation of his constitutional rights, but there is absolutely no outcry from any federal authority on this issue. But the new Black Panther Party, of course, they get by with just about anything. Remember, they had their voter intimidation charges dropped by our African-American president and our African-American attorney general, and that was just all dismissed. So in other words, if you're a white person and you go up to a polling place, you can't vote in the eyes of the new Black Panther Party, and the Obama administration lets that go on. Gee whiz, they sure do love us white people with the federal government, don't they? And on top of that, right after that happened, they were at some sort of a gathering in Philadelphia or someplace, and they had their bullhorn saying that they were going to, quote, have to kill a few cracker babies to get social justice. Kill cracker babies. In other words, kill white people. And they get away with saying that. Nobody investigates them. Nobody checks into this. And now, after this tragic shooting, they put a $10,000 bounty on this guy's head, and nothing is done about it. And nothing is done about the shooting of that Sanderson guy at Mississippi State University. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. What it comes down to is that if you're black in this country, you can get away with anything. And the federal government and the attorney general and all law enforcement that connected with the damn federal government will just turn a blind eye to everything that you do. But if you're white and you do something, then by God, the full power of the federal government is going to come down on your head. It's absolutely astounding to see this go on in this country. And this from an administration and a political party that wants to bring us all together, who calls for the healing. Remember, Obama said he would be the president of all the people after he won the election as his big speech in Chicago. Well, by God, I'm an American person, and somehow I got the feeling that I'm being hosed by these damn people, and I'm pissed off about it, and I'm sure there's a bunch of other people that are pissed off about it. And that's why, if the Republicans win the House, win the Senate, win the White House, there needs to be a full investigation into Eric Green Card holder, Obama, and the federal government authorities that are responsible for these civil rights violations that are going on white people. This is Ronald Reagan, the federal hater of all this damn left-wing nonsense. If the federal government really cares about the people, they'll stand up for all the people and just not black people. Until next time, I say this now. Think about this. If what's going on with George Zimmerman and the new Black Panther Party is true, wouldn't that be considered a hate crime? Because after all, they say Zimmerman's white, and now we got a bounty put on his head by the new Black Panther Party. That sounds like a hate crime to me, doesn't it, you? Until next time, I say this now.